Alright, I'm gonna waterproof this shower. I've got a 1/2 inch plywood on the walls everywhere, secured very well with screws. Um, Now I am gonna set up a plumb line here because the rolls are 39 inches wide and I'm gonna go from the top down. Now if I do my lapping properly, I don't have to use Kerdi band. So instead of finding direct center, which is here, and working that way and having 3 inches of flap go around, I kicked it over a little bit further so that I have the 2 inches of lap. That way when I bring this sheet over, I'll 2 inch the other way, and that'll make the perfect water sealed corner. So I'm gonna use 4 sheets cut to 92 inches, 2 on the back wall, 1 here and 1 over here. My Allset is all mixed up. I'm gonna set my plumb line here and start spreading the Allset.
Time to spread the Allset. This is my choice trowel to spread the Allset for Kerdi membrane. Unfortunately, I've left it in the city that I live in, and at the cabin I was only able to get this smaller one, but it will do the same trick. It's a 1/8 by 1/8 notch, perfect to embed the Kerdi membrane into. I'm using a flat trowel to spread the Allset flat onto the plywood first, then I use the notch trowel to comb on that 45-degree angle to get the perfect ridges. Now I'm using a flat trowel, a clean one, to run across the top and make sure that everything has been pressed into the Allset for 100% coverage. This is very important. Take your time at this stage. Make sure that you can tell that there's no air bubbles underneath and that you have that bond. Now I'm spreading out for the other panel, and you can see I'm running over top of my first sheet about 2 inches so that there's no need for Kerdi band there. I'm just gonna lap over the required amount onto the other sheet. That way it saves a little bit of time. Make sure you work your sheet kind of like from the top down or from one end to the other, making sure to remove all bubbles that are in there to create that 100% bond. That's the number one important thing about Kerdi membrane, is if you have bubbles, you didn't press it into the Allset, or your Allset wasn't mixed correctly. Everything's looking great on the back wall. I'm setting a plumb line to spread my Allset perfectly to that plumb line, and I'm going over top of the flap that's on the back wall so that my corner is watertight. This tile job ended up being super fun. We actually tiled full walls in the bathroom, not just in the shower area. We were using this cream colored wood grain tile for the side walls, front and back, and this emerald green wavy tile for the window and the door wall. The mirror is actually recessed right into the wall tile on the other side, and that video is coming out next week, so stay tuned for that. We've also got a bunch of other videos in this bathroom: how to do concrete countertops, how to install the bath fan. We've worked with American Standard to do the 2-way shower diverter install video, touchless toilet video, under counter sink video, and widespread faucets. Much more to come. Just keep up to date in the cabin build playlist to see what's going on. Alright, I've just about got the last wall spread out. Then I'll bring in the membrane, press it in, making sure that my corner is sealed nicely. After that, I'm going to go to the floor, where a lot of people are using Detra mat for their floors. I like to use a plywood design for my subfloors, so you can see I've got a 1/2 inch plywood there, screwed and glued on a 4-inch grid. I actually call that my universal subfloor. Now to waterproof it, I'm just actually going to use the Kerdi membrane right on the floor, so we'll get to that. With the window, I'm just going to cut the flaps and staple them down. I've got a window jamb created out of composite decking material cut with slopes and everything that I'm going to slide inside and foam afterward. So actually, I did do the tile on as many walls as I could before I waterproofed the floor, just so I didn't damage the floor. So you can see the walls have been tiled, and now I'm removing the temporary toilet that I had during construction and prepping the floor with a good water wipe and a scrape, just making sure that there's nothing there that will affect the bond. Here's a little sample of the tile video coming out next week. That's going to wrap up our waterproofing video for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.